Say it.
Bill,
what do you want?
Bill, you're a familiar face in the alternative media.
Yeah.
Tell the Community Press Group why you're here today.
Well, shall I tell you the truth? I was bored. I haven't got a clue what the Bradbury pound is, but whatever it is, they're going to mess with it. I was going to say with it, you know what I mean? But the old Bill's there. Whatever we have, they're going to mess with it. But I'm here, actually, for the lower classes, not for the working classes, because they're playing with that now, the working classes. Oh, we're middle class, but we go to work. I'm talking about the lower classes that have fought in 2 world wars for this country, rebuilt this country on 2 occasions, and are now being treated worse than animals. Worse than the animals are treated in the abattoirs. And there was a genocide going on, and you've all been aware of it. You must be able to see it with our National Health Service. You must be able to see it with our social housing. You must see all the cheap labour coming in. You must see... I should imagine that everyone here is aware that paedophiles in very predominant positions, such as senior members of Parliament, we're talking about Elm Guesthouse here, and I know that Leon Britton, no one's named him yet, but I know that Leon Britton was messing about with children at Elm Guesthouse the same time as Gary Walker, who's a senior member of Sinn Féin. And I still believe, I've been saying it for a long, long time, and I think this is your governor. You're the governor, aren't you? Well, I've been saying it for a long time, that these paedophiles, very powerful paedophile rings, as the Member of Parliament Tom Watson stood up in the House of Commons and declared, there was a paedophile ring, very powerful, working in Margaret Thatcher's time. Well, it is still working. And I'm here to say that Leon Britton is one, so time to nick me, I think, Leon, if you're about, if you can get out of that chair. So there's Leon Britton. What else do you want? I've got a list of names. I've been talking to the chief witness of Operation Fernbridge. And I've now got names of 70 powerful people in this country and worldwide. And that is not just the entertainment industry. It is the media, and it is also the alternative media. So we got some shocks coming on that, I'm afraid, chaps. What else? Ask me some questions. Lou Collins. Come up here, Lou. This is Lou Collins.
Hello.
Good woman. What do you think, Lou, about the paedophile rings that are operating in this country? Can I just say, 4 years ago, I asked Nick Clegg, what are you going to do about institutional paedophile rings that are operating in this country now? Nick Clegg's reply to me was, I don't know what you mean by institutional paedophile rings. Do you know what I mean now, Nick? And don't forget, at 24, you was working in Leon Britton's private office, Nick. So you got a few stories. Oh my God, I've just put Nick Clegg on it as well. Now, we've got Kenneth Clark as well. We've got many, many people. This is your media. This media does not speak for the people. The same as the people's voice did not speak for the people. But it will. It will, and in every interview I'm doing now, I implore all victims to come forward now as witnesses, and let's get them. Don't be frightened of them. They've got nothing to be frightened. You've got nothing to be frightened of. You are the heroes. Come forward. That's it. And God bless all victims and survivors.
Go on, Cleggy.
Wait, let's gather for what we've got here.
Yeah, can we ask them to come in and monitor?
Wait, let's gather for what we've got here.
Yeah, can we ask them to come in and monitor? Yeah,
on the other side, son. Let's get the dog in the photo. Let's get the dog in the photo. There's a dog already in the photo. Smiles up.
Thumbs up. Nick, 4 years ago, I asked you, what were you going to do about institutional paedophile rings operating in this country now? Your reply to me...
let's gather first of all what we've got here.
Yeah, can you ask them to come in and monitor?
Me, Nick, was, I don't know what you mean by institutional paedophile rings. Do you understand what I was talking about 4 years ago now, Nick? And stay in my eyes.
About taxes, thanks very much.
Right.
My eyes.
About taxes, thanks very much.
Right.
Oh, thank you. Gotcha. What about Leon Britton? When are we going to get him out?
Go.
What about Ben Turner?
And this is why I didn't want to build there.
Where are they?
Yeah, son.
Yeah. Mr. Alexander, you've just been involved in a budget based on a lie. Why isn't the Treasury reproducing currency in zero interest? Why aren't you prepared to do that? Are you not going to answer to me? It's very simple. Last week, the Bank of England acknowledged that we can print our own currency. Wait, let's gather first of all what we've got here.
Yeah, can you ask them to come in and monitor?
And so that means austerity is based on an absolute lie, and you have fallen for that lie, and people are dying exponentially as an absolute consequence of your measures. And you will answer.
Keep going, son. Keep going, son.
As ever witnessed, you're an absolute disgrace.
Traitor.
Will be held to account. Wait, let's gather first of all what we've got here.
Yeah, can you ask them to come in and monitor?
Traitors.
Absolute lies.
Let's get the dog in the photo.
Absolute lies, and that's what happens when you call up. Wait, let's gather first of all what we've got here.
Yeah, can you ask them to come in and monitor?
Political representatives to account.
My eyes.
About taxes, thanks very much.
Right, they are lying about what has taken place. Hundreds of thousands of people are dying.
Hi Matthew, I'm not actually with the Deputy Prime Minister because he's had to abort our interview because we were here for a little photo op which the Lib Dems have organised to flag up their, what they say is their key tax measure, which is raising the lower threshold. However, so Mr Clegg was there and all his Lib Dem people were there, but the whole thing had to be aborted because well, a few protesters came along and spoiled the occasion. So Mr Clegg has gone over there. I don't know whether he'll be coming back in the near future, but that was one photo op which seemed to hit the buffers, shall we say. However, I suppose the one thing it does flag up is the tussle within the coalition to lay claim to the raising of the lower income tax threshold, because you talk to
Institutional paedophile rings operating in this country.
Wait, let's gather first of all what we've got here.
Yeah, can you ask them to come in and monitor?
Now,
Sorry,
I just asked
we're
Nick
going to have to leave you.
I
We're
just
gonna have to
asked
leave
Nick
you.
Clegg a
Just
question.
stand aside.
Norman, we'll cut across you there.
Time, nearly 4 years ago, I don't understand what you mean by institutional paedophile rings. And so today, I jumped in front, asked him to hold my eyes. He looked at me, and then he said, "I'm here to talk about taxes."
But what was also interesting over there was that there was press representatives from Sky and BBC and all the terrestrial channels, and they were very busy filming both Bill and I actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. And so after Bill had confronted Nick Clegg, and Nick Clegg I thought was actually going to faint, literally on the spot, and he started to back away while he's still kind of holding the Lib Dem back.
Wait, let's gather first of all what we've got here.
Yeah, can you ask them to come in and monitor?
Because you'd completely ruined their photo shoot, Bill. He thought he was going to have an easy ride like they always give them.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, yeah, exactly. So I'm very, very grateful. I think, you know, I'm really grateful for what Bill did.
Wait, let's gather first of all what we've got here.
Yeah, can you ask them to come in and monitor?
Don't answer to me. It's very simple. Last week, the Bank of England acknowledged that we can print our own currency.